Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chaplain Elissa Rosoff to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to A Cause for Celebration and the third annual Hope Awards. My name is Elissa Rosoff, and I'm a community chaplain with Interfaith Prison Ministry for Women, becoming a Rise Collective. I work both inside the women's prison, NCCIW, and with participants in the Women's Reentry Program. I'm so honored to share this night with you. Tonight, we gather in community, in person, as survivors of a global pandemic, to uplift and celebrate this incredible, inspiring work being done to support women whose lives have been impacted by the carceral system. So before the festivities begin, I welcome you to join me in a moment of invocation, of reverence, gratitude, and blessing. To start, let us take a moment of silence, a deep inhale, and slow exhale to acknowledge and make space for the deep suffering in this world. What divides our society is not so much religious or cultural diversity, but rather the degree of commitment and accountability we choose to have to protect equal freedom for all people. We are gathered today, though, as diverse members of our community with unique personal narratives, with the shared belief that we must treat our fellow human beings with respect and dignity, that each and every person has an inherent right to reach their full potential and live a fulfilling life. So thank you to all those involved in the work of Arise Collective for such generosity, kindness, and unwavering belief in transformation. And now let us give thanks for the plants and animals who have given themselves so that we can enjoy a special meal together, for those who prepared the meal. And we give thanks to our friends and family who have traveled here today, and for those who are unable to join us physically. May this meal, may this evening bring us strength, health, and may we pledge our best efforts to lift one another up. May it be so. Thank you.
Melanie Sanders has been an accomplished journalist and communication specialist for more than 20 years. As an Emmy nominated news journalist, she worked as a news anchor and reporter for television stations in several markets around the country. Her last stop was right here in Raleigh, where she worked as WNCN for 11 years. She is now a senior consultant at the diversity movement. Melanie now uses her talents to develop and facilitate executive leadership development programs for companies and organizations, incorporated diversity, equity, and inclusion best practice. Melanie is also an adjunct professor at NC State University's Jenkins MBA program, instructing graduate students on business communications through a DEI lens. Melanie immediately accepted the invitation to participate tonight, as she believes professional accomplishments are only worthwhile if you give back to the community.
Thank you. I don't know who that is, but I want to take him with me everywhere. Just come with me, every single place, even at home, so my children give me more respect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chaplain Elisa. That was absolutely beautiful. It certainly put everything in perspective tonight and set the tone for tonight's event. A little spirituality, warmth, and togetherness is what we all need, especially in our society these days. And so this event is, for me, has just started off beautifully because of your words. So thank you so much, Chaplain. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Interfaith Prison Ministry for Women's A Cause for Celebration 2022 and the third annual Hope Awards featuring Stitching Stories, a prison awareness quilt. Did everybody see that beautiful quilt? Lovely. I am Melanie Sanders. You were introduced to me a moment ago, which was very nice. I'll be your MC for the evening. So during the next 2 hours, we will learn more about this amazing organization, IPMW, that I've come to know just this year, and I was so privileged to do so. I am already so impressed with this organization. This organization, throughout the next couple of hours, will hear so much from women who know all too well what it's like to experience life as a justice-involved woman. We will recognize some amazing community leaders for their support and advocacy work to those justice involved. Great music, as we've already heard. We're going to act like we didn't hear that. From Cameron Morgan. All of this while raising money from each of you for this wonderful organization, which is becoming a Rise Collective. Isn't that wonderful? Love the name. So this amazing organization can continue developing important programs for the women that they serve. So sit back, relax, enjoy the delicious food and mocktails provided by the Fusick Experience, and let's celebrate this awesome occasion and this beautiful night. I was saying a second ago, we're a little tight in here, but isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Because that means people showed up. Yes. So just a few housekeeping notes before we continue with the program, because everybody needs to know this. The bathrooms are behind you immediately past the gift shop. All the ladies, especially in here, know about that. We need to know where that is. Also, if you do not have the chance or did not have the chance to purchase your raffle tickets for all of the wonderful items, you still have time to do so, and you can do so all the way until the end of dinner. All right? So I'm going to take my glasses off. I normally can't see without them, but I don't need my glasses for what I'm about to say. I was so honored when I was asked to MC, and I was thinking, what is the word that really encompasses the reason why we're all here tonight? And that word is often a faceless word. It's the word woman. Women. And it's faceless because we hear it in generalities, right? We hear women need to have a place at the table. Women need to have a voice. Women need to be heard. And unfortunately, too often we hear that a lot of women, at a record amount, are entering our penal system. And that's unfortunate. But fortunately, the majority of these women will get out. And they will re-enter our society and our neighborhoods. And these women are often faces, but who are these women? I'll tell you who they are. They're moms, they're grandmothers, they're sisters and daughters, sorority sisters and friends and neighbors and people who are in our society. And they need a chance. So when I met the great Jennifer Jackson earlier this year, I had a brief conversation with her, and then I met her, and I thought, here is a woman who is making a difference. This organization is making a difference for these faceless women who deserve to have a home and a job and an education and support so that they can be the best moms that they can be, grandmas, the best sisters and daughters, and the best people in our community so that they can do that. And Jennifer is doing that, and she's amazing, and I'm in awe of her. I really am. And so you being here tonight is also part of that. You opening your wallets in a little bit and supporting this organization gives these women not just a face, but a voice and a chance to not just survive, but to thrive and be successful. So thank you so much for having me tonight. It means a lot to me. So as I said, this organization needs our continued support, and I would like to say thank you for everyone here. I'd like for you to give yourselves an applause for being here. I especially would like to recognize tonight's top sponsors. Campbell University, yay, thank you for being here. Episcopal Clergy Women of North Carolina. And Watt Street Baptist Church. So to find a complete program of tonight's event, the complete list of our sponsors, and more information about the Stitching Stories quilt, you can click on the QR code or go directly to IPMW's website, which is ipmforwomen.org. Thank you so much again for your support. All right, so now to kick things off for tonight's program, we will hear from Seda Elizonda. She will share her story with us, brave woman, and Jennifer Green Lee, IPMW's board member, will share why we are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a warm welcome for Jennifer Green Lee.
It's usually after the beginning of the year when you decide you need to lose a few pounds, but I think I figured it out tonight. I might need to lose a few pounds before this next event. Tonight I just want to talk to you guys about the quilts. So y'all came in past this beautiful quilt that was out front. It's called our Stitching Stories. A lot of you guys are already familiar with it. Immediately to your left when you walked in, there were bags for sale with crochet items in them. And you might have thought, what is that for? Like, I've got more than enough to do. I don't have time to crochet. That's true. Most of the ladies, when they enter prison, and I'm one of those, I was in prison for 60 months, but when you enter prison, you lose, everybody asks you, what do you miss the most? You miss pizza, you miss your husband, you miss your kids, you miss all that stuff, but what you really miss is choice. You no longer have a choice in anything you do. Everything's decided for you. So there are a lot of different ways that we try to cope mentally. So a lot of women don't come into prison knowing how to crochet. That's something they acquire, and it's a way to ease mental stress, that type of thing. So a vision that we have had since then is by way of community and by way of solidarity, which we all know is a little bit stronger than community, If everybody would be willing to buy a crochet bag, even as a sponsor, as an individual, and tell their story on a quilt square. What we'd like to do eventually, and it's a fluid vision, is have 2 quilts that hang side by side, because we're all in this together. And if we save one, that's good, but we're all together, and we need to save everybody. And IPMW is such an important organization. I could talk forever about it, but I'm a horrible speaker, so they give me like 2 minutes. But it's done a lot for me. And it's done a lot for everybody that it touches. And I thank every one of you guys for being here. Y'all all look amazing. And open your wallets. My table has raffle tickets. Arm length full of raffle tickets. So, all right. So, thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. So the Stitching Stories quilt was crocheted with love by the Handmade and Totally Special group at the Minimum Security Canary Unit of the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women, and one of the ladies is here with us tonight. Seda Elizonda was one of the crochet artists of the quilt. She is a mother of 3 children, 2 girls, 1 boy. What a blessing. She missed out on 6.5 years of her children's lives due to a drug trafficking conviction. While in prison, she kept her mind occupied with arts and crafts, educational classes, work, and volunteer groups. Let's give a very warm welcome to Seda Elizonda. We can keep clapping for her until she gets up here. Woo-hoo!
Lord, I'm nervous. But so I am one of the many people that have been released from prison, and I did have involvement with the quilt. It was nice to see it, come together, and it's beautiful up there. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and it's just amazing. But while I was in prison, I did a lot, to try to help better myself. I did not want to be there anymore. I don't want to go back. And Miss Jennifer Jackson and Chaplain Sarah Job, they really did a lot. They come in there and they fill us with hope. They give us hope. And I can't thank them enough. When I was released, I went to work. I applied for a job that was way over my head. Like, I didn't think that I was going to get the job. I had a lot of doubt. And I applied for the job thinking, the whole way, I'm not going to get the job. I got the job. I've been there since January. I'm very nervous. So I work for Procter & Gamble, which it's just really awesome. So the Lord has blessed me, and it wouldn't have been possible without the prison ministries. They have a lot of they change lives. Thank you.
Just want to say for Seda and so many women, that takes bravery. That takes bravery to come up and tell her story. It's not easy in a world where we all want to pretend that we're perfect, especially with social media. And to say that they're not perfect, but they want a better life. Congratulations on your job. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. And that's just one woman that they've helped, that this organization has helped. And being here tonight means that you're enabling so many other women to get help, to find a job, and to be successful. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you, Seda. You were wonderful, and I appreciate your honesty and your story. So to help this organization with their fundraising goals, Ben Farrell, who I love, by the way. I've worked with Ben on several different events, and they're all events that he's passionate about and he cares about. He is a professional benefit auctioneer. He's a speaker, a trainer, all of those things. But what Ben is he has a good heart. So I'm thrilled that you're here tonight. Ben, I'm leaving the rest of this time in your hands, and I'm going to let you to take it away from here. Welcome Ben to the stage. Welcome my friend. He's going to be great.
Thank you, thank you. Everybody hear me okay? I'm very excited to be here. And I think it needs to be, we need to mention the fact that we are not on Zoom. Now, one of the great benefits of Zoom is the filter that makes you look a little bit better. But as I saw everyone coming in tonight, I think it would be appropriate right now, since we are together in person, if you would turn to the person to the right and left and just let them know, hey, you look good in person. Just, you look good. You look good. Right. Now, there's something else that we need to do. We have asked for a few rounds of applause, which are important, but sometimes an event like this, we hold back just a little bit. But when I see two brave women standing before an audience, maybe some of us they know and some of us they don't know, and openly share the struggles in their life, most importantly, how they're overcoming those struggles to the maximum ability. So for standing up, Jennifer, let's give our speakers, Sonia, a big round of applause. A big round. And then one more notch higher. Here we go. Yes. Yes. When it comes to celebrating the good work of Arise Collective, which I applaud the name so very much, it says everything about what we're doing and doing together. Now, if you are new, raise your hand, by the way, if you are new here to what we are doing with Arise Collective, or this is your first time joining us at an event, right? Look at all these new hands. Let's give them a big round of applause, yes? Now, as Melanie said, I am an auctioneer, so if you have Super Bowl tickets, here we go to give it a bit, able to buy. We could do that. We could do that. However, I have a bunch of tickets out there. We're doing it by raffle tonight, and I've had a lot of auction experience, and it's been absolutely fun. But I had a transformational moment where we sold all kinds of stuff. Charity raised all kinds of money. We were on top of the world, and outside, just like it was in a hotel, outside in the hallway, a woman saw me, and her finger was out. She had the glasses, the chain, and she was like this. I said, oh no, I made a joke about in-laws. I said something. I went too far, and she was shaking, and she said, now, Ben, you should be ashamed of yourself. I said, oh no, what did I do? And she said, well, you've been here all night selling stuff, right? You're selling the silent auction, you're selling these raffles, you're selling these live auction items. You'd probably sell these tablecloths if they would let you. And she said, but you never asked for money. And then she got the biggest smile on her face, and she said, I have lots of money. I said, well, how much would you like to donate right now? But she smiled. She was doing this on purpose. She said, the truth is, it's not about the stuff. It's about making the difference. It's not about winning. It's about giving. And from that moment on, every time we gather, this is like a one time of a year. Imagine us all being in, imagine this was a business, and we are open for one night a year. And this next little bit we're going to do in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes a year. You need all of your customers ready, willing, and able. So I learned from her, this is the best way we can do this together. It is a moment where we make a contribution, and we start by asking for, I will just tell you, I'm going to ask for a pretty large donation because if you do not ask, you do not receive. So it's important to start big. But we're going to work our way down. Level by level by level by level, there will be a level for everyone. So I hope that you can find a level that speaks to you, that calls to you, and then when that level you hear it, you're going to raise your card. Or you're going to raise the card of someone who's on their phone on Snapchat. Someone's logged into Snapchat, seeing where their friends are. Just reach your hand over there, slide their number over, make that donation for them. I'm kidding about that part, of course. But as you consider making these donations, I want you to consider the work that is being done here. Individuals who are in the most challenging time of their life, with all of the stress, with all of the challenges, with all of the judgment, they need the reassurance that Arise Collective provides. They need the training, the education, the housing assistance, the transportation. So you can think of it like this. It is not just one item, not one area of help. Transportation, housing, education. And who here, raise your hand, is familiar with Queen for a Day program? Raise your hand if you know about this. Well, I'm going to tell you about this. I love it. On the day of release, a woman is welcomed as Queen for a Day, given, number one, a phone to contact and call all the people that they love and care about. Number two, a simple thing, undergarments and toiletries. When you emerge and perhaps you have nothing but ground zero, and remember, that only determines where you start, not where you go. It only determines where you start, not where you go. But they are supported, undergarments, the toiletries, the phone, roses, celebrated, number one, for being the person they are, celebrating the spirit that they are. And what a better way to say, welcome to the next chapter in your life. Guess what? There are people here that care about you. And so in just a moment, when we get down to a certain financial level, that will cover Queen for a Day. And yes? Oh, that's right. I did think everyone had a number. Does everyone have a number? I should ask the question, who does not have a number? If you don't have a number, you can either use the force or we'll give you a number. I'm picking up 5,000 from him right now. Yes. The force is strong with you, sir. And now one more thing. We're going to begin here. It's going to be very exciting. But when we do, when someone raises their paddle, please, you got to cheer for them. Just cheer loudly. We want to acknowledge every gift. And know that we're going to start, I'm going to tell you we're going to start at $5,000 and work our way down. And you may say that is a lot of money. Well, collectively, we're going to work all the way down so we can do this together. So I'm excited to start. So if you are ready, say, I'm ready. Okay, a little bit louder. Say, if you're ready, say, I'm ready. Does he have a card? Is he ready to go? Now, we do have someone, Angela, we do have someone that couldn't be here, but they want to call in to participate, right? Do we have him ready to go? Okay, great. So we're going to start at the $5,000 level. I did want to say, though, every now and again, it's important to ask before we start at $5,000, if there's someone here so moved or so inspired that would like to give an amount higher than that, you can raise your card now. It is always checking in, always worth asking. And if not, okay, we have a gentleman on the phone. We're going to begin. Okay, I get to talk to him.
He wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
His name is Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing very well. We have a full house here at the Raleigh City Museum, just you and I on the phone here. I think you may be on speaker as well, so can everyone say hello? Ron's on the phone?
Accepting my call. I am very happy, my wife Susan and I, to make a $5,000 donation to ITMW.
Ron and his wife.
As you think proper.
Oh, amazing. Ron and his wife Susan, who cannot be here tonight, have just pledged $5,000. Give him a hand. Let him hear you, everybody. Ron and Susan, thank you. Angela, here you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's pretty exciting. So $5,000. Someone else like to join Ron at the $5,000 level? Simply raise your paddle at 5,000. 5,000. By the way, 5,000 would provide transportation for every person in our care, for every single person, every woman in our care, transportation, which, by the way, one of the #1 barriers to successfully reentry, transportation, getting where you need to go, when you need to be there. $5,000 does it. All right, we're going to keep moving down. So who would like to move down? We can have about $3,000, $3,000, and you may want to know that if you're the first person to raise your paddle at a particular level, it feels good to be first. It feels good. It feels good to be first. Feels good to be first. Now I'm going to go to a level here that I hope that you will raise your paddle for. This is $1,000. Yes, right here, 96, $1,000, and yes, $1,000, number 69, and yes, $1,000, 110, and yes, $1,000, 106. Give him a hand. And yes, number 80, $1,000. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you. You know, we learned over COVID how difficult it was when people couldn't get inside the prison system, couldn't get in there for ministry, couldn't get in there for support, couldn't get in there for classes. Arise Collective very quickly and accurately created an self-guided class, and $1,000, by the way, each of these $1,000 will fund a person through their 10-week course. So let's give these individuals another round of applause. I love it. I love it. I love it. 1,000. And I have a very good friend that he said, Ben, I'm considering a gift of 1,000. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to, deep down, I may do 1,000. If that number sounds, if you look at it like that, it really sounds better. If 1,000 is you, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Now the next one is $500, Queen for a day. Queen for a day. Who wants to say yes? 103. Yes, 500. Let him hear you. Number 65. Yes, 500. Number 85. Give him a hand. Yes, 500. And sitting right beside Jennifer, yes, ma'am, without a car, but still 500. Give her a hand. Yes, 79, 500. Give her a round of applause. Come on. Number 108, $500. Yes. Number 107, yes, 500. Come on, everybody. Amazing. 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 500. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, the next level, 250. I want you to think about this. There was a time when many people right here in Wake County paid that amount every 30 days without thinking for cable TV they told their kids not to watch. 250. We want to go. Remember, I'm working my way down. We're going for all-in participation. 250. Number 82, yes, 250. Number 105, yes, 250. 78, yes, 250. Number 89, 250. Number 63, 250. Number 91, 250. Let them hear you, everybody. Come on. Number 98, 250. Number 75, 250. Sitting beside 75 without a card is also giving 250. Number 76, 250. Number 86 is giving 250. Number 73 is giving 250. Let's hear it, everybody. I love it. I love it. $94 is giving 250 as well. 94, 250. All right. Doesn't this feel good? It feels so good to do this, to get together and make the difference. And I just want to take a moment to say, when the COVID tsunami swept through and basically shut everything down, I just want to recognize the leadership here, and Jennifer especially. They did not slow down, they doubled down on their efforts. So let's give them a huge round of applause for that. Amazing. Amazing. And for years during auctions, when something was selling and it would be one, would have been two, would it go three, would have been 400, I would always say, it's just another $100. And I would sometimes joke, it's just another tank of gas. Hey, that's not that funny anymore, is it? It's not that funny. But listen, it is $100. This collective gift we're making tonight is going to make an impact. So I want you to know, completely serious, every single donation matters. So who will lead the way at $100? $100. 100. Feels good to be the first. Good to be the first. Yes, ma'am. Number 88. $100. Number 77, yes, 100. 104, yes, 100. Number 67, yes, sir, 100. Number 84, yes, $100. Give him a hand, everybody. 100. Number 87, yes, sir, 100. Yes. 100. And we're going to go to $50, and I want to tell you that we had a fundraising event, and a student from NC State was volunteering there, giving back, and we were very close to hitting a goal. And she said, well, guess what? I don't have a job. I have student loans, but I will come up with this $50. And the next thing you know, all these people joined her. So the one gift is just so contagious. So right now at 50, who will lead the way at 50? Yes, sir. Number 92, $50. Here we go. Yes, number 71. Give him a hand at 50. Number 97. Now, could you hold that up just a little bit higher? Give Sade a round of applause. Giving 50. That's what I'm talking about. Giving back. Yes, ma'am. 50. I love it. 50. Using the force, back of the room, yes, 50 right back there. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, I see you. Thank you, 50. Thank you. One more at 50. Yes, oh, thank you, Chaplain. Chaplain giving $50, thank you very much. Now, did someone at your table also, were you all giving at the same time right there? I like that, right? I like that. So thank you very much, 50. And now, we want everyone to feel included, and I'll make sure that they have the option, and right, because we know how just important it is. Let's go for 25 here. Let's go for 25, and we can close it right here. So our last level, everyone can join in, everyone can raise their paddle. Is there someone that wants to lead the way? One last level, or even if you've already given, wouldn't it be fun if everyone just gives again one more time at this level? How fast it adds up is a shocker. So here we go. 83, yes. 25, yes. Another right here using the force. Right here using the force. 25. Jennifer Greenlee, give it 25, yes. Another one using the force. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. 25. Give them a big round of applause. Oh, and another right over here using the force. And another, this is the level of no card. Everyone's using the force. I love it. But let's give them all a round of applause because they're doing it. They're doing it. Now that was amazing. So I thought one last thing here before I know you're excited to be moving into your meals. One last thing. I came across this poem I'm going to read for you. I normally don't break out the old poems, but this one especially. It touched me, and I thought I want to send a message. I want to send a message to all those who are currently incarcerated. I want to send a message to all those who are right now in the process of reentry. And I want to send the message to those who are here in society, thriving, and for sure determined never to be back into that situation. So this is going out to all of them. Are you all with me right here? Here we go. This is called, you may have heard this, of course, it is called It Couldn't Be Done. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but she with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but she would be one who wouldn't say so till she tried. So she buckled right in with a trace of a grin on her face. If she worried, she hid it. She started to sing, to tackle the thing that couldn't be done, and she did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it." But she took off her coat and she took off her hat, and the first thing we knew, she'd begun it. With a lift of her chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, she started to sing as she tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and she did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you, one by one, all the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle right in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, let's give Ben another round of applause. Was he not awesome? And I love that poem. It's really sweet. Thanks, Ben. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I do not want you to forget that you can still buy your raffle tickets during dinner, and I will be out there myself. The lucky winners will be announced later in the program. All right, so while we are enjoying dinner, we have a treat. We will hear great music from saxophonist and pianist Cameron Morgan. Cameron is a native of Charlotte, North Carolina, a proud graduate of North Carolina Central University, where he, okay, I hear you. He majored in jazz studies. He's been a music director, arranger, pianist for various NCCU productions, including Dreamgirls, whoa, Little Shop of Horrors, and Eubie. He has many theatrical credits for numerous Hillside High School theater productions, and he recently toured with the popular stage play Spare the Rod, Spoil the Child, featuring national recording artists Dorinda Clark Cole, LaRondria Johnson, and Sean McLemore. He has opened for notable acts such as Patti LaBelle, The Whispers, Branford Marsalis. Yeah, I know, really impressive, right? Cameron currently serves as the music director for No Greater Love Christian Church in Durham, North Carolina. Everyone, please welcome the musical genius of Cameron Morgan. And enjoy your dinner.
All right, without further ado, let's get Melanie Sanders back here. Melanie, come on back here to the podium, your podium.
Thanks. I've been introduced so nicely tonight. Thank you. Wasn't that a wonderful dinner? Let's give the hands that prepared this wonderful dinner a hand. So nice. Thank you for it's the Fusick experience, if anyone wants to know. They were wonderful. Thank you for the amazing meal. And, of course, to Cameron Morgan for the music. Amazing. At this time, I have the privilege, the pleasure, the honor to welcome to the stage the CEO of IPMW Arise Collective, Miss Jennifer Jackson, the amazing Miss Jackson.
Hello, hello, everybody. All right, is this a cause for celebration? Yes, yes. For those of you who I have not had a chance to meet, well, kind of like Melanie with the gentleman, I didn't know that was happening either with the booming voice. So for those of you I haven't met, I'm Jennifer Jackson, but Melanie did also just tell you that. But I am the Chief Executive Officer of IPMW, Interfaith Prison Ministry for Women, becoming a Rise Collective. And I am happy to add my voice to the thank yous that you all have already received. You have no idea how overjoyed we all are. To anybody who gets to stand up here, I'm going to hope that our staff can come up here and just see somehow the sea of faces, because this is a beautiful, beautiful sight to behold. Really a beautiful sight to behold. So give yourselves a round of applause again. You all truly are a cause for celebration, because this work, what we are doing, it is so easy to be misunderstood. Oh, goodness, thank you. Thank you, Amy. Yes. It is so easy to be misunderstood. The women we are privileged to serve are so easily misunderstood. I often say to people, you know, my mom, I always tease her with the crime, dun, dun, right? The crime and punishment, crime and justice, law and order, criminal minds, all of that. That doesn't look like the women who are my friends, the women who I see every day and work with and am privileged to get to walk with and alongside, who bolster me, who teach me on an everyday level what it means to be resilient, what it means to conquer odds that you could not imagine, and still do so with dignity, but then not be met with that from so many of us out here. So I remember when I first got this job, I was asked the question by Ron, who was on the phone earlier, and he said, if we were to hire you, what would be different about IPMW and what would be different about you in 10 years? And what came to me in that moment, certainly I said what I hoped would be different about IPMW. But what would be different for me is to have a chance to educate those of us out here who either wittingly or unwittingly make it so hard for women who are simply trying to reestablish, get their legs under them after a period of incarceration. We make it hard for them. And it's us. It's us. And so that's one of the reasons that we dive into, in addition to our mission, we have a corollary mission to educate and give experiences to folk on the outside about what it really feels like and what the issues really are. Like, you might not know that 82.9% of the women who are in prison, and this is not to stigmatize, but they have either a mental health or a substance use issue. 82.9%. People need treatment. People need treatment, not punishment. We criminalize poverty in our society. And so all that we're doing here is joining together with people like you who say, I'm willing to go underneath. I'm willing to go beyond the common narratives. So yes, there are harms that are done. We all experience that. And yes, very often, they're not, to be quite honest. And because we are a faith-based organization, our roots are from the Presbyterian women, which you'll hear about a little bit later on, and even as we broadened and became interfaith, and even as we stepped outside of the prison walls into work in reentry, which brings a whole new cast of characters who we can work in partnership with. But even as those things happen, we always come back to remembering that there really is no difference between us. So I just want you, Ben, I think, had you look to your neighbor. I want you to just turn and look at the person who's next to you. And look at the person who's in front of you. And now I'm even going to ask you, so some of y'all are going to have to crane your necks. I want you to turn around and I want you to look throughout this room. Look at each other. Look at your faces. If you did not know already, would you be able to tell me who in here had been to prison and who had not? Of course not. Because as Melanie so beautifully said, we are talking about women who are daughters and mothers and grandmothers and aunts, sisters, and beloved and cherished friends. So all we are hoping to do is reach beyond those prison walls in a mutual give and take, in a mutual, not a one-sided, but a mutual, a quest toward mutuality, because our society, quite honest, needs this healing. It needs all of us. We have much to learn from those who have been confined in those walls about resiliency and how to overcome suffering, how to get along with people who you never thought that you would be in community with. So we really do thank you for being here. I just want to say, some people were asking about the event itself. So this is only our third event, you all. Our first fundraising event was 2 years ago, and you remember what was going on in September of 2020. So it was all online. Last year, we branched out a little bit more, but some of you will remember we were a little bit afraid to put fundraiser on the invitations because we were afraid we were going to scare off our base. We just weren't doing that so much. We were still so hidden and quiet with those who knew who we were. But as we moved out, I mean, the women demand more. The women need more. There's so many gaps in our society. And so here we are this year, and I know that the space, intimate is the word that I would like you to embrace, right? This is intimate. This isn't tight. It's not too small. None of that. It is intimate. It is a chance for us to really get to be with and in proximity. Melanie and I were talking about that before. Proximity equals empathy. Proximity leads to empathy. So thank you for helping us grow. We couldn't do it without you. Go out there and advocate. When you hear people say, throw in some shade, as the young people say, at people when you see them on the news or whatever, school them on what you have learned. Learn more. I want to say on your tables, there is a QR code that leads to a program. Y'all, the order of service that is on your tables is not the program. That is just an order of program. Please visit the QR code and look at the gorgeous, gorgeous program that Reggie, who actually would like to bring into the room, although the flowers that I got her are downstairs, so she will receive them later. But can Reggie hear me? I'm sure she doesn't want to come out, but please ask her to just come. And actually, all of our staff, I was going to do this at the end, but I just want y'all to come out now. Yes. Woo! Come on! Woo! Yes! Yes! Woo! We have the best team. We really do. And you'll see in that program a list of 10 names, 11 names who do everything that you see. They are amazing. I am honored to be the front face, but you all know that the people who really do the work are the folk who are behind the scenes making sure all the little things that you have experienced today. So we'll give more thanks later, but really for now, I want to thank you. And really am excited because we get to give away some prizes now, right? Am I going to invite Luverta Gilchrist, who is an amazing super volunteer. I don't see anyone else moving. Are we going to do the raffle? No, I know you're coming. Oh, you've got the bowls. Wonderful. Wonderful. Luverta has served on our External Affairs Committee and Special Events Committee for the last couple of years, so she really is a super volunteer. And thank you for helping me. Oh, and Luverta was also one of the conviction artists. So the singers, you all please also visit that website. A beautiful, beautiful song that she wrote. All right. So first, we are going to give away the car care kit. Hopefully this will make those $100 gas fill-ups less painful. Oh, no, I didn't wear you get to read it. I didn't wear my reading glasses.
All right, so the winning ticket is, and I'm going to read the last 3 numbers of the winning ticket. It is 696. 696. All right, if somebody didn't read their bring their glasses, or they don't have their glasses. There we go. Woohoo! I was going to say.
I don't know that we're going to have time for the silent, but thank you. Thank you for that.
All right,
All right.
I heard somebody say shake up the bowl. Here's what you're getting.
Next is a Taste of Italy package, including $150 worth of gift cards from Maggiano's.
All right. Ooh, I like this number. 567.
All right. Congratulations. Next, 2 tickets to see Hairspray at DPAC on Saturday, November 19th, the matinee at 2 p.m., including another basket that one of Cherise put together to make your theater experience all the more bright.
And this winning ticket is 202. All right. This one has a lot of tickets in it.
Okay, somebody really wants the Bose SoundLink Revolve speakers.
And that winning ticket is 159.
159.
Okay. Woo! Somebody really wanted those speakers too. That was a big bowl.
Okay, next, one that I really can't understand, but I am told that, well, very clearly, people are going to want this. Jennifer Greenlee, this is a golf package. And this is an amazing golf package for the golf course that is at NCSU.
And the winning ticket, Greenlee, I sure hope you got all your tickets out now. 318. All right.
3 more prizes. Gray Kettle Farm, which is a new farm in Franklin County, established and owned by our own Amy Otto, the board chair of IPMW, Becoming a Rise Collective, and her husband, Nick. I can attest that you are in for a treat. Barbecue for 10. Well, you all already know this because you read the card, so I'm just going to pick the numbers. And
And I can attest, the food is wonderful. And the winning ticket is 492. 492. All right.
Beautiful. Next is the Hillsborough Street Staycation, which just sounds luscious. And the winner is?
And the winning ticket is 676. 676.
We have a winner.
Okay, right
Yes.
there. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And our very last bowl.
Last but not least, the Hurricanes tickets. Let's stir them up again.
Stir 'em up real
All right.
And the winning ticket is 329. 329. Okay.
Congratulations to all of our winners. Luverta, let me give you these. These are the winning tickets. Congratulations, congratulations. Hope you enjoy those items. So next, I believe that we are moving right on into, or do you come back up? No, that's me. It's Amy and me with the, okay. All right. So one of the main reasons we are here is to honor trailblazers, honor people who on an everyday basis exemplify the work that we are doing here at Arise Collective. And so the third annual Hope Awards celebration, I'm going to bring Amy Otto, our board chair, up to help me introduce our honorees to you and present them with their awards. So I have the honor to introduce this year's Angel of Hope Award recipient. The Angel of Hope Award is awarded to an individual or institution that has significantly supported the work of Arise Collective. For over 200 years, Presbyterian women's organizations have played a vital role in the mission and ministry of the Presbyterian Church. Today, that rich history continues in congregations, synods, and presbyteries across the denomination. The New Hope Presbytery is the one that covers this area. And the Presbyterian Women's Organization, or PW as they are known, consists of over 100 New Hope congregations that have active Presbyterian women's circles. These circles conduct Bible studies, engage in church and community projects, and contribute to such special offerings as the birthday offering, the thank offering, the Fellowship of the Least Coin, which provides funding for childcare, agricultural projects, and community development, to name just a few. Today, the contributions that Presbyterian women organizations make to the life of the church embody their purpose statement and reflects their mission and ministry. The Presbyterian Women of New Hope Presbytery have been an active partner with IPMW for many decades. Most recently, they sponsored us for our application for a thank grant, something we have been applying for every year since I have been here, and we finally did it. It's a national opportunity, and so we really thank them for the partnership, all the opportunities you've given us to present, the volunteering. It really is a special and treasured relationship. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2022 Angel of Hope Award recipient, accepted by the moderator of the Presbyterian Women of New Hope Presbytery, Regina Ward, the Presbyterian Women of New Hope Presbytery. Where are the awards? For embodying the power and promise of Matthew 25:35 through 40, we are honored to present you with the Angel of Hope Award. Thank you. You can stand.
Good evening. My first test was to elegantly make my way through the crowd, not trip. Hopefully, we'll close that out with a good exit as well. Just a couple of remarks, just to say, as Presbyterian women, we understand, there's only a few of us here tonight, but there are many of us all around, and we understand that we are called to be the hands and feet of Christ in the world today. As such, we strive to nurture faith, support mission, work for justice and peace, develop leaders, and build communities. Before you, and I'm going to ask them to stand, are just a few of our representatives of Presbyterian Women of New Hope. With me may be a familiar face to some of you, Margaret Peacock, as well as Frances Turner, who are both former board members of IPMW. So we have been a long-standing. I'm sorry. Laura Gale is here, but not Margaret. And Laura Gale is also with us tonight. So those women all represent, or just a few of us who represent the long-lived commitment to you that PW has demonstrated through the years. I am so grateful to be here tonight with them and with all of you. And on behalf of the Presbyterian Women of New Hope Presbytery, we receive this award, and we thank you for this honor.
Good evening. I want to share a story with you. This is not part of my script, but since I'm the chair of the board, I can do this. I've shared this story before, so if you've heard it, you'll hear it again. It's about elephants. When a mama elephant is giving birth, all the other female elephants in the herd, they turn around backwards and they surround her. They close ranks so that the delivering mama cannot even be seen in the middle. They stomp and kick up dirt and soil to throw attackers off the scent and basically act like a pack of badasses. They surround the mama and incoming baby in protection, sending a clear signal to predators that if they want to attack their friend while she is vulnerable, they'll have to get through 40 tons of female aggression first. When the baby elephant is delivered, the sister elephants do two things. They kick up sand or dirt over the newborn to protect its fragile skin from the sun. And then they all start trumpeting, a female celebration of new life, of sisterhood, of something beautiful being born in a harsh, wild world, despite enemies and attackers and predators and odds. Scientists tell us they normally take this formation in only two cases: under attack by predators like lions, or during the birth of a new elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what IPMW, also soon to be known as Arise Collective, does. My name is Amy Otto, and I am the chair of the board for this organization. And I've been with them for about 9 years, I think, and I've served in, I think, every capacity except for CEO that you can serve in with IPMW. To say that I have been changed by this work is an understatement, and our next recipient is one of the reasons for that change. It is an esteemed honor for me to introduce our next recipient. The Beacon of Hope Award is awarded to a formerly justice-involved woman who exemplifies service to her community. I have had the pleasure of knowing Orgal for quite some time now. I met her through the Job Start program. I watched Orgel participate in that program with grit and determination. She was a quiet leader who knew that she had a bigger purpose. She was always kind, always encouraging, and always a joy to have a conversation with. She is a North Carolina state employee within the governor's office and a certified peer support specialist. After being incarcerated for 10 years, Orgel was released March 28th of 2020. She has gone above and beyond to embody what reentry looks like. Within 2 years, she has been promoted twice on her job, earned her driver's license and purchased a car, enrolled as a student at Wake Tech Community College, and recently closed on her first home. Orgel is an extraordinary member of the reentry community, with hopes of completing her IT degree and furthering her career in state government. Her desire is to continue networking with reentry programs to support and inspire other offenders to achieve their dreams. This year's recipient embodies the purpose of this award, and we celebrate her tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Orgel Opado.
Hey everyone. Sorry I left my speech at home, so I'm gonna have to wing it up here. Honestly, this is such an honor to just be before you. Really, reentry starts when you're behind the wall. And it is programs like IPMW to help you create your path to understand what it's gonna look like for you once you're released. And I am just so grateful to got to know so many people like Amy Otto, Deborah Nash, Eda Plack, Dr. Alice Knowles, Marcy White. I can just go on and on. These people, I can't forget Sue. She's in here for me tonight too as well. Even before, the work started before leaving my incarceration, but after I was released, I went to stay in the transitional home, opened the doors for me. IPMW opened the doors for me. They helped me get my first apartment 6 months after my release. A team member that was on their team allowed me to use a vehicle to get my driver's license. They gave me a recommendation for Wheels for Hope to get my first car. Like, once I went to get my house, my support team helped me get the construction hours that I needed. So this work is so important for the women that is still there, and I am just so honored to be here tonight. I want to thank my mother, for her prayers over the years that has kept me, in my right mind during those 10 years, and my supervisor, my godfather that's here that keeps pushing me to be a better person, and I am just so grateful and honored for this moment, and I dedicate this to Faye Brown.
Our last award for the evening is the Champion of Hope Award, which is given to a community leader who is improving the lives of justice-involved individuals everywhere. Nicole Sullivan is a veteran corrections professional with 30 years of experience working in reentry and transition. She currently serves as Deputy Secretary for Analysis, Programming, and Policy in the North Carolina Department of Public Safety. In this role, she oversees evidence-based programs, reentry services, and community programs, quality assurance, research, planning, and administrative analysis. Nicole began her career in 1992 as a social research assistant and has worked in various roles in corrections. She is a nationally recognized expert and trainer on evidence-based practices, the principles of effective interventions, risk needs assessments, cognitive behavioral interventions, and reentry and transition programs. And I will say the reentry councils that are helping across the state make a difference for people who are reentering were conceived of by her. And so when you think of education in the prison, when you think of reentry councils, and as I heard her say once, moving from simply warehousing people in prisons to treating them with dignity, she is on the forefront of that movement within the Department of Public Safety. She holds a bachelor's degree from Emory University and a master's from Duke. Yeah, I figured that would make some of you happy. And she currently serves on the National Steering Committee for Justice Counts initiatives. So she is our champion of hope, and we are excited for her to receive this award. Unfortunately, she could not be with us here tonight, but she recorded her acceptance speech. And please play her message.
Hello, my name is Nicole Sullivan. I'm Deputy Secretary with Adult Correction with the Department of Public Safety. I'm so grateful to receive the Champion of Hope Award this year from the Interfaith Prison Ministry for Women. This is a tremendous organization that I've been working with over my 30-year career in adult corrections and reentry in North Carolina. And I'm just so pleased at all that they've accomplished and all that they continue to do working in our prison facilities and working with the community and in the community and for the community. The theme of this year's event, Stitching Stories, is so relevant in our times today. When we think about those who are incarcerated and those who are making the transition back to our communities, it's their story, their journey, that is so critical to what makes what we do and why we're so passionate about what we do is about those stories and about that journey. And so the quilt will be such a representative example of how people come together and stitching those stories together, stitching their journeys together, and that helps everyone move forward. As an award winner this year, I just want to say I am humbled by the opportunity to work with such a tremendous organization and the work that they do. The individuals that they help, helping individuals move forward, transformation, progressive change in the community. These are all the things we need to make our society better. And Interfaith Prison Ministry for Women is at the forefront of that effort. I pray that you have a wonderful celebration this year. Unfortunately, I'm unable to be with you, but I thank you for this award. And again, congratulations on all your success.
Let's give another round of applause to all the awardees. This has been a wonderful night. Orgal, thank you. Congratulations on closing on your house. I mean, that's amazing, an amazing accomplishment. And I just want to congratulate you again. As I mentioned earlier, and as we all know, this is a fundraiser for IPMW. And coming to the stage is Jennifer Connor now, another board member of IPMW, to share with you why she gives to this amazing organization.
So Jennifer Jackson, our CEO, asked me to come before you and tell you why I give, not only my time, my volunteer work, and my time as a board member, as well as financially. And I have to say that it started, I guess, about 4 years ago, and Becky Brown, who most of you know, asked me if I wanted to become a board member. And I was very appreciative of that, but I thought, you know, I don't know these women. I don't know who we're serving, so give me some time to get to know them, to volunteer my time to get to know what they're going through, because I felt like to be a board member, to ask for people to help fund this, I needed to be passionate about it and to know why I'm asking for the money. So the next few years, I did have the opportunity to mentor these women, where I would go in and during Job Start, be their friend for an hour. Just go in there and just let their guard down and be non-judgmental and listen to their stories and laugh. And I have to say, I really appreciate the organization give me the opportunity to reach out to these women and to really understand what they're going through, which is a lot of, trauma that got them to where they are, a lot of fear and anxiety, trying to figure out how are they going to navigate life when they get out. So based on that time with them, I really got to understand they need help, they need assistance, and I really thought by that time I was ready to become a board member, to be able to make the business decisions that would then impact these women. So anyway, that is why I give, and all of you, we can't do this without you, and you've got the opportunity to give again. There's envelopes on your table, but also realize it's not just about financial money is very important, but also giving your time, and volunteering like I did was just so rewarding. So thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. And I hope that all of you continue to support IPMW with your time, your talent, and your treasure. I knew this time would come. I'm a little sad, I have to admit, but my time has come to an end tonight. But I have thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I have just felt the warmth and the power of this room and the amazing passion behind the great works that's being done. And I'm really appreciative, Jennifer, that you've invited me to take part in this tonight. Before Jennifer Jackson comes back up to give her final remarks, I say to the awardees, continue doing the good work and fighting the good fight for all the justice-involved women. They need that. And we as a community are most appreciative of your passion and your work. The world is a better place because of you. IPMW, thanks for having me tonight. I look forward to connecting with you in the future. I'm sold. I think that this is an amazing organization, and I appreciate taking part in this tonight. Jennifer?
Another round of applause, please. Tonight has been simply amazing. And we thank you so much for being here, being a part of this celebration. We have so many, I have the wonderful task now of getting to thank the people who helped make this possible. All of our awardees, first of all, another round of applause. You are how we are able to do this work, and you are why we do this work. The food, I don't know if Chef T is up here, but Foodsick Experience, let's give her a round of applause. You might not know, but Chef T first came to us to teach a class for women in our programs called Recipe for Change, in which she takes the women shopping. They go grocery shopping, learn how to cook on a budget. And needless to say, from the quality of what you ate, she caters everything that we do. So you are a gem, and we're so happy to have you as a part of the community. Yes. The music by Cameron Morgan. Yes. When Angela told me that we had a musician who played the sax and the keyboards, we knew we were in for a treat. So thank you for your beautiful, beautiful music. Seda Elizalde. Seda had to drive 2 hours to get here, you all. thank you for sharing the gift of this quilt through you and through your sisters who couldn't be here with us today. And to all of you, this event wouldn't have happened without you. So thank you. Thank you again. Yes. Occasions such as this do not happen by magic, and as I mentioned before, I have to give a really huge shout out to our staff. And I actually want someone was so kind as to go downstairs to get the flowers that I had left downstairs. And I would love everybody to just come in a little bit more so people can see you, all of our staff. And Reggie, if you would please come. Reggie is talking to someone. Yes, please. So I just want you all to know that putting this event together, our new communications manager, who's only been with us for 6 months and works part-time. And believe me, when you have an operations director who is the head of the decor committee, then you know you have a talented, talented staff. So yes, I want to give thanks to Kim and Jennifer Melvin and Leanne and Sharice and Michelle and Alyssa. Did I forget anybody? And Dr. Doris, yes. Yes. I also want to say that Angela Caraway, like Reggie and Angela together, are a formidable force, and we really want to thank her for steering us through this entire evening and helping us have a vision of what was possible. She's been with us through all of our events. This is the third one, and really the growth could be attributed to her steady hand and her amazing network. Yes. And because I know I run the risk of neglecting to mention someone, I am sure that I have, please take a look in the program that you can open on your smartphone through the QR code, and you will receive an email to be able to see it on your computers. But it really is a beautiful program which Reggie designed, and it's got information about all of our sponsors, about the honorees, and the organization, the Stitching Stories quilt as well. So I have the privilege to lead an organization that changes lives, and I get to have a front seat to both witness and experience this every day. And for this, I am more humbled and grateful than you could imagine. You are a part of this change, and you can continue to be a part of this change. Your support tonight gives women hope that they can and will have a second chance at life, or even another chance, because who needs to parse numbers? To be everything that they were meant to be. And now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, and I have two. Tashani just gave me the tally. This is so much more than we have ever raised before. We raised $20,000 here in the room. And I must say, we get to add this to the $17,650 that the sponsors, that list of sponsors helped us. So that's $37,500. More than double what we have ever raised before. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I would like to invite to our stage another amazing, and did I say thanks to all of our, I did not, our board, even the ones who weren't on the special events committee, who I also have to give thanks to. But we have an amazing board, and they're responsible for most of you being in this room. So please, if you would stand up if you're a member of our board. Woo! And I will just say two more things in terms of that, how can you help? So one is, if you are interested in volunteer and even board service, we have a sign-up sheet, and we're more than happy to, Amy and I will talk with you about what that means. And would love to explore that with you, number one. And then number two, which is an interesting ask, anybody in here who knows someone who owns a commercial building in Raleigh, the Stitching Stories quilt, we are hoping to turn into a permanent installation in 3 different cities across this state. It's a project funded by the Z. Smith Reynolds Foundation, the planning grant of which by the Z. Smith Reynolds is an inclusive public arts, and it will allow 3 different communities to engage in the quilt, engage in the stories for their locales as well, and amplify the voices of the women who stitch this quilt and who reside in their communities who are re-entering society after a period of incarceration. And so we're looking for, we have muralists, and we are looking for a building on which a beautiful big mural can be painted here in the Raleigh area in a highly trafficked zone. And so if you have any ideas of anyone who could help pave that way, I see some nods, then please come talk to either Chaplain Alyssa or anyone on staff. So thank you for that. And now our wonderful board member, Jenny Brown. Thank you again.
So let us pray and give thanks. I invite you to bow your heads. Spirit of creativity, spirit of wholeness, spirit of hope. Thank you for this beautiful evening. Thank you for inspiring us with so many brave and arising women. Bless our steps as we go forth from this place. Fill us with courage and determination and trust in our own inner goodness and sacred power. Help us to rely upon one another and to forge paths of hope in this world. All this we pray in your many names of love. Amen. Go in peace.